Hey Cancer, thanks for checking out your love and romance reading for October 2021. Now, I'm posting it and I'm putting the intention for October, but I just want to let you guys know intuitively, like what I'm feeling intuitively in the energy we're in right now. I feel like what comes up in this reading, you're going to probably see it repeating or playing out over the next 3 months, up to 6 months for some of you. I'm not an astrologer, so I don't really have any way of like backing it up in terms of astrology. It's just what I'm feeling intuitively. I'm an intuitive reader. If you are versed in astrology and if you have any idea of what energies might be lingering and why based on the planetary placements, please feel free to educate us in the comments. But I'm going to read intuitively and we're going to see what's coming up here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the area of love and romance. Alrighty, my dears. Let's give one more good shuffle here. And let's get right on into it, my darlings. Let's get right on into it. Okay, so the first card that's coming up here is, the Empress. Okay, now I have to say the Emperor and the Empress have been making appearances in a lot of the different signs in the reading for October. It doesn't surprise me because, like I said, we're in big energies right now. We're coming into a time of like mass awakening, mass healing. And for me in my readings, when the major arcana cards come up in a love reading between two people, it tells me this is a really significant soulmate. This is someone that you've had a lot of past lives with, and you have an agreement and a contract to meet in this lifetime for a specific reason. Okay, and so like I said, the major arcana cards for me are like a new chapter, a defining moment. The Empress traditionally can mean energies around like feminine energy, respecting, praising the feminine energy, putting feminine energy up on a pedestal. It can also be fertility, pregnancy, motherhood. Some of you might be drawing your attention to family or getting into your maternal instincts and wanting somebody that's going to let you express those, whether it's by having your own kids or adopting or having pets or animals. You might be feeling like you need a maternal outlet, or you might be looking for someone who's a little bit more maternal, somebody who has that loving, soothing, nurturing energy. Now, Empress can also be mother figure, mother energy who has passed on, that's coming in from the other side with messages or guidance in a situation. So some of you could have your maternal ancestors stepping up and playing matchmaker here in a relationship, or trying to help you through things that you're trying to heal about a relationship. You may have if your mother has passed on, she may be coming through, or a grandmother or ancestors from the mother's side trying to help in a situation. I've been seeing a lot more of this. It doesn't surprise me because of the energy that we're coming into, because of the age of awakening that we're coming into. We're evolving right now as a species, as a race. The human race is evolving. And so we're going to be evolving in every aspect of our life, including our love patterns, our love cycles, our love cycles that we've even inherited from our family, right? So coming into better cycles, coming into better habits. And so I feel for a lot of you, there could be help coming in from the other side. Empress can also be the healing of the mother wound through the relationship. You might be in need of nurturing, soothing energy. Maybe your mother figure growing up was very cold or competitive, or maybe she was very busy having to be mom and dad, or whatever it might be. She may have not been able to give you the nurturing, soothing energy that you needed. And so this might be something that has been impacting your relationships for a long time, and now it's healing, now it's soothing. Okay, now you're coming out of it. I feel that if you are feminine, you're dealing with someone who's very blown away by you, and they don't know how to approach you, Cancer. They don't know what to make of you. It's like you're everything in one. right? The Empress is the divine feminine. She's all the queens put together. There's nothing you can't do, and they're just very astonished by you, right? And they may have their little things that they would do in the past. Oh, okay, this is a Queen of Wands. This is the line I'm going to use to get the Queen of Wands, to get her attention, to kind of try to, slide in here in the DMs or whatever, or try to get together with her. This is my line for the Queen of Swords. This is my line for the Queen of Cups. This is my line for the Queen of Pentacles. But with you, it's like they just don't know how to approach you. They're so in awe of you. They've never seen anything like you before. So they're seeing you as this massive upgrade, or like, just very top shelf. They can't believe that you exist. Okay? If you're someone that you date feminine energy, you are encountering someone that you're very blown away by, and there may be changing the way that you view feminine energy, or the way that you view women, and you're realizing that some of the limited beliefs that you might have, or the false beliefs that you might have, you can actually let them go. You can actually release them. I feel there's someone in this equation that has always felt like they can't just be with one person. Like they get bored, right? But then here is this Empress energy, and she's everything. It's like she's everything in one. And so it's kind of like they're rubbing their eyes, like, is this real? Does this really exist? This is like every queen all in one person. And so I just feel like this is a big evolution. Like this relationship, what's happening is a big evolution. It's a big awakening. It's a big moment of healing, and really understanding what the feminine energy is, right? And coming into this respected, loved, longevity, like just this permanent figure, this permanent person in somebody's life. Very respected, very revered, very put up on a pedestal. The next card here, my dears, is the Three of Cups. Wow, I just got chills. Now, we were talking about longevity, permanence, and obviously Three of Cups can be engagement, as well as Three of Cups can be birth announcements. And the Empress does have a fertile, right, mother energy to her. So some of you may be taking this step. I almost feel, based on the readings I've been doing so far, I almost feel like there's this baby boom coming, which is really interesting because I've been having visions lately. And I might talk about that in the podcast I'm going to be posting, because maybe some of you want me to stick to tarot. But I've been having visions of like, there's a story from the Bible when the Pharaoh at the time wanted to wipe out all the male babies of the Israelites because he wanted to keep numbers down. And so he came in and he got rid of a bunch of babies and tried to keep the numbers down. And so I felt like something is happening here, like dwindling population, but then like in my vision, a bunch of babies start coming out, a bunch of babies start like replacing or like emerging. So I feel that we might be coming into a time where maybe numbers were dwindling, or maybe there were things happening in the human experience that was preventing people from having kids. So many people are focused on their careers and their goals, and there might be some kind of a baby boom coming. I have to meditate on that vision a little bit more, but I'm getting the Emperor in a lot of readings, Empress in a lot of readings. And I'm getting the energy that some people are feeling more family oriented right now, whether they're adopting or whatever it might be. I just feel like that might be happening, or there might be people that are thinking, hey, I still got some time left in me. Maybe it's later in life, but maybe I still want to do this. Some of you might be stepping into a relationship where there are children from a previous relationship or grandchildren, and you're having the opportunity to come in and be, be a nurturing figure in this child's life. Three of Cups is also high vibrational feminine energy in my readings. It's the healing of the feminine wound. It's high vibe ladies, right? Sometimes women, like we see the reality shows and like there's the women that are gossiping about each other and they're fighting and they're, pulling out each other's hair and they're competing with each other. That's low vibrational, right? I'm not talking about catty, gossipy feminine energy. We're talking about high vibe feminine energy. So I feel the way that you're bringing your feminine energy into the situation, the feminine energy that you're attracting is leveling up. It's a higher vibration, feminine energy, away from the cattiness, away from the critical behavior, judgmental, critical, punishing behavior, but rather the soothing, loving, embracing, unconditional love, lifting up kind of energy coming into the relationship and coming into the way that love is being exchanged in the relationship. The next card coming up here, my darlings, is the Four of Cups, right? So some of you aren't quite there yet. You're like, Amethyst, that sounds great, but I don't know how in the world I'm even going to get there. I don't know how I'm going to find such an amazing Empress kind of person, or I am an Empress and I don't know if anybody's ever going to wake up and see it and step at me the right way. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. Like, it sounds great, but it feels so far removed. And you might be feeling a longing for this. If you have the longing for this in your heart, this is a way in which Spirit is letting you know you're meant to experience that. Like, that's your inner compass saying, this is one of the things I came here to do. This is one of the things I came here to experience. You wouldn't have that longing if it wasn't meant for you. Uh, and the longing is not bad. Four of Cups, like to look around and not feel satisfied. Like, you might have people pursuing you and you're just like, they're not quite at my level, right? Or they're not quite what I want. Or these people are pursuing me, but I want to be with the Empress, right? That sense of dissatisfaction is not a negative thing. It's helping you to raise the bar. You're raising your standards in your relationship. You're raising your standards in the way that you expect to be treated. And some of you may already be with someone now, and this Four of Cups is coming up really strong where you're not feeling satisfied in the relationship. And you're ready to stand up and to say, this is what I need. This is that I'm not dropping hints. I'm not expecting you to guess. I'm not expecting you to read my mind. But this is how I expect for you to treat me. This is how I expect for you to show up in the relationship. Because the Empress is here, I feel that for many of you, this person respects you more than you realize. And if you come at them with the right way, if you're not coming at them like in a belligerent way where you're like fighting or yelling or accusing, if you're just coming in a way where you're like, can I talk to you for a second? Like, these are things that are bothering me. This is what I need. I feel that this is someone who's going to step up and try their best to be what you need them to be. I just think they don't know how to approach you. They don't know how to uh, be the person you need them to be because they see you as so above them. So Four of Cups is not negative to be dissatisfied because again, you're raising the bar. It's that part of you that's saying, I deserve more than this. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that opens us up to receive better. So don't see it as like a critical thing or a negative thing. Allow yourself to acknowledge that feeling and say, you know what? I am grateful for what I have, but yes, I do deserve better. A lot of you have been manifesting bare minimum love, right? Bare minimum love. And what I mean by that, it's like if somebody was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till I get a better job where my boss actually pays me on time and I don't have to worry about my checks bouncing from my paychecks. Like, maybe you've had jobs where you worked and the paycheck bounces, or you don't get the paycheck on time, or they yell at you and they treat you like crap. If you're working a job and not getting paid, that's not a job, that's slavery. That's not a job, right? The bare minimum that your employer owes you is to pay you for the work that you're doing. That is bare minimum. And the bare minimum your employer owes you is to like treat you with respect and not yell at you and not make you do unethical or illegal things. So you might say, "Oh, I can't wait to have this," and then you manifest it, and then you're like, "Oh, great, this is wonderful." But then you realize, "Wow, I deserve so much more." Right? A lot of you Cancer people have been manifesting relationships that are bare minimum. Someone who, is not, being violent, somebody who is, contributing financially, somebody who is, um, being faithful in a committed relationship. Those are wonderful things that we appreciate, but they're also like bare minimum, right? And now you're wanting the spice, you're wanting the flavor, you're wanting the extra. And there's nothing wrong with wanting that, right? So this is the time that you're raising the bar and what you're manifesting. And this is something that for those of you that are in this kind of like, I don't know what to do about this relationship, should I stay or should I go? Your partner hasn't figured that out. You have to explain to them what's missing. Because in their mind, they're like, I'm a good partner. I come home at night, or I let them know what I'm doing. I'm not cheating. And they might be doing all of the bare minimum things. But as I said, you're looking for the spice, you're looking for the flavor, you're looking for uh the soul, right? You want some soul in it, and you're gonna have to guide them and tell them. They're not gonna figure it out. Some of you might be coming into a time that you're realizing that you're holding out for an empress, or that you are an empress, and you're like, until I find that equal, I'm not, I'd rather be alone. Some of you might even be contemplating just taking some time and being alone. Now, I do feel that you're on the path of meeting this person, because the Empress is coming in with the Three of Cups. And I do feel like you have ancestors from your mother's side coming in and helping you and guiding you to a significant soulmate. Look at here, we have the Star. This could be Aquarius energy. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or if you have an Aquarius placement, there could be big changes happening for you in that area of your life that are leading you to a significant relationship, or a progress or healing in a relationship. It is again a major arcana card. So when I have major arcana cards coming up, as I said, you're coming into a new chapter. This is a significant turning point. And the star follows the tower, right? The tower is complete and total chaos. But then the star is like telling us the chaos is over, the destruction is over. You can expect for things to get better now, right? There's a creative energy. You don't have to worry about towers. All you have to be focused on is what you're building, what you're creating moving forward. The star card also might be that some of you Cancers are coming into a moment or a time that you're getting a lot of attention. You're getting a lot of attention, and you're coming into some advancement in your career or some kind of come up, and you might have a partner that's realizing this, and they may be like wanting to lock you down now, like, let's make this official, let's get engaged, let's get married, let's move in together, because they see there's a bunch of new people coming into your life, and you may have to make a difficult decision, my dears. My advice to you would be, if you're not completely and totally sold on the current relationship, you're coming into a time that you're going to be meeting so many new people and like soul tribe energy, that I'm not telling you to break up with the person that you're with, but this might not be the time to rush into big lifelong commitments. This might not be the time to rush into an engagement. This might not be the time to rush into moving in with somebody or getting married, because the star card makes me feel like there's big changes happening for you, where you're meeting a lot of people and you're really ascending, right? The star card, this is the thing about the Empress. The Empress answers to nobody on earth, not even the Emperor. Her and the Emperor on earth are equals. They're equals. She answers to nobody except for the heavens. There's nobody above the Empress except for, say, the sun and the moon and the stars. So you're already here, and now you're ascending and you're coming into the star energy. And you're maybe waiting for somebody to catch up with you, right? They're barely trying to catch up to the Empress, and now you're morphing into the star. It's challenging, right? It can be, they say sometimes it's lonely at the top. But as I said, I feel like you are being led towards soul family. You are being led towards a significant soulmate, a significant relationship. All you need to do right now is keep taking the steps towards your goals, your interests. This path is leading you to soul family. This path is leading you to the higher vibrational soulmate. And the star card here is like long-term plans. This is like going into retirement, happy and abundant and secure. This is like planning the rest of your life kind of energy. So Spirit is saying, don't feel rushed into commitments. Don't be rushed into, making promises that you might find are going to be very hard to keep for you in the future because you didn't know how much your circumstances were going to change. You didn't know how much temptation you were going to be dealing with. You're coming up to a really big crossroads in your personal life, and it's impacting your love life. Um, Again, I don't feel like you have to hurry up and leave somebody, but don't feel pressured to rush. Give yourself permission to kind of take it day by day here. Here we have Ace of Cups. An Ace of Cups is satisfying, fulfilling, true love. This is soulmate connection. This is a relationship that is emotionally satisfying. We talked about the nurturing, soothing, loving, unconditionally loving energy of the Empress, right? This is the kind of love that you're coming into. Someone who's going to love you unconditionally, somebody who's going to celebrate you. I also feel, Cancer, that a lot of you are having a third eye awakening, like you're really coming into your intuition a lot stronger. And this is also boosting your creativity. A lot of people don't realize that creativity and intuition go hand in hand. They're related energies, they're similar energies. So you're having a boost in both your creativity and your intuition. And this is making you long to be around more creative people, like more right brained kind of people. And so you might kind of feel like people around you, they don't have any sense of like magic or creativity or imagination or appreciation for the arts. Even if you're not engaging in those things yourself, I feel like you're wanting someone who's going to appreciate those things with you, appreciate music, appreciate art, appreciate spiritual things and like meditation and just spiritual practices. You're coming into a very, very heart-centered space, and you're manifesting someone to do those things with. Ace of Cups for me is very significant because Ace of Cups comes up for me in my readings when I read for people that you're making a really powerful karmic shift. You've had like the same thing happen to you again and again and again and again in your life, and then you get fed up and you're sick of it. And you're like, you know what, universe, I'm done. I know what the red flags are. I know what to look out for. The next time I see this kind of situation coming up, I'm going the other way. I'm not giving it a second of my time because I'm sick of being unhappy. I want to be happy. I want to feel peace. I'm not doing it anymore. Universe says, awesome. Cancer is awake now. Cancer no longer needs these painful lessons to poke them to wake up. Now they're awake, and now they're ready to learn through support, love, success, creativity, accomplishment. This is someone that's going to teach you a lot, and you're going to teach them a lot, but it's not going to be lessons through pain. It's going to be lessons through pleasure. It's going to be lessons through joy, through fun, through emotional connection, right? You're finally finding someone that gets you, that loves you unconditionally, and that is giving you the emotional connection that you need. You guys are referred to as the crab, right? Because you have the tough exterior, but inside there's that soft heart, right? There's that deep love. You're going to love your friends and your family more than anything, right? Cancer is going to be very committed to the people that they love. And so this is someone coming in and returning that to you. Someone who is realizing that even though you're a badass, even though you're a badass and you have this tough exterior, you still need to be loved. You still need to be cuddled. You still need to be, pampered and appreciated. And they're coming in with that energy for you, right? You may just have dealt with people who've been really tough on you. And you might even be really tough on yourself. You might be putting really big goals on yourself right now for like really big accomplishments, whether it's in your career or your personal life, or you're setting really, really tough like fitness goals for yourself. You're pushing yourself super hard right now, right? And so I feel like someone is coming in that's supporting you in that. They're not coming in and they're not sabotaging you by saying, oh, Cancer, you're being too hard on yourself. Stop. If that's what you want to do, they're going to support you. They're going to cheer you on, but they're also going to be very loving, very soothing, very comforting for you at the end of the day, right? Maybe you had a really hard day and you are putting a lot of stress on yourself. They're gonna be supportive. They're gonna be a listening ear. They're gonna hold you. They're gonna hug you. They're gonna give you that love. They're not gonna say, oh, just stop this foolishness. They might think inside, I'm not going to lie to you, Cancer, they might think that it is a little bit of foolishness. They might think that you're pushing yourself too hard, but they're not going to tell you how to live your life. They're going to support you either way. If you want to see this go through all the way to the end, they're going to be there and they're going to soothe you and comfort you and encourage you on the path. And if you decide this is too hard, I don't want to do it anymore, they're going to say, all right, that's fine. Whatever makes you happy, right? So they're not dictating to you what you have to do or how you have to live your life. They're here. They're here. They have your back. They're being very supportive, very nourishing, very loving, um, very loyal. I feel this is a very loyal person. Okay, you may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign. If this is not those, any of those for you, some months those might resonate for you more than others. You made a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. And a lot of you have been asking about sending tips and donations, which I really, really do appreciate for those of you who feel moved to do so, because I am by no means a wealthy person. So if you do feel moved to do that and to, say thank you for the videos that I post, you can just go to PayPal and send it to my email address, which is amethystangellight@gmail.com. And I have that listed in the description as well. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Weekly forecasts are coming back. Keep an eye out for those. You'll see them popping up in the next few days. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.